Yo, what is up, everybody? I am back again for another short live report. This one is from last night's show, AEW Dynamite. We're going to give a couple minutes just for a couple people to pop in to hang out with us today, about 10-15 minutes to cover what went down. We did it for SmackDown last week and Raw this week. Some eventful stuff is happening in the world of wrestling, and I figure you guys would want to get it broken down. Just highlights, just a quick run through. We got Wally already in the building and Monstar in the house as well. Thank you so much for popping in, hanging out, and we got some guests today. So CJ's in the building. What's happening?
What is up, man? What's going on?
So for the first time, we're doing 2 streams in one day here.
I'm with it. I'm with it, man.
And we have the pleasure of Easy E in the house as well. What's up?
What?
There you go.
What up, guys? A day off for me, and a day off for me. I'm just kind of cruising. You said get on, so guess what? I'm here. I'm talking wrestling and shooting the shit. Let's go.
All right, we are going to break down what happened last night on AEW, just to summarize everything that went down and get ready for tonight's show at 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's take a look. Last night was the 3-year anniversary of AEW Dynamite's first show. Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. They're chilling in Vegas for the next couple days, apparently. That should be mighty interesting. Last night was a lot of hype. It was a go-home show, even though there is a Rampage this Friday. But what they did was really hype up the pay-per-view, which I will be live for this Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, probably until midnight and beyond, because it's going to be a long one. Riley Wolf is in the house. What's up? Good to see you. Juniper also stopping in. Cassie's in the building. Great to see you guys. Let's take a look at what went down last night. A quick little summary, and I got some very interesting tidbits that I picked out as well. Stat card, a lot of preparation for what we're going to see on Sunday night. The semi-finals, I should say, of both Owen Hart tournaments as well. Big tag team match. A lot of interviews with the champions to talk about what they're going to do this Sunday as well and their upcoming matches. First match, they start out hot and heavy like they normally do. A cage match. Well, we got a little throwback here from old school. A little bit of reminiscence of old Shawn Michaels.
My favorite part is the ref shirt.
Yeah, the Burberry ref. I mean,
yeah,
they should be selling those things. I think, man,
right?
You got to sell them. So it was Spears versus Wardlow. Wardlow in handcuffs. Of course, he couldn't find the handcuff keys. Wardlow broke out of the handcuffs. The steel chair from Spears ended up knocking MJF out. Another ref comes down to get the 3 count. Wardlow does win. What I want to talk about is this little spot here at the end. So Wardlow's beating up every single security guard that comes in. He gets this poor little guy up into a power bomb outside. Now, you guys have seen power bombs outside into a cage, and then they fall to the apron. This guy didn't fall to the apron.
Fantastic.
I think he fell all the way to hell.
Fantastic.
Because they have an area which is the fence is not up against the cage. So one of the most amazing power bombs I've ever seen. The dude totally disappeared. He's a little dude too, man. That had to hurt. I cannot. I mean, I don't know if it was meant to hit the cage and fall into the apron, or he was meant to fall all the way out of there, but it looked fantastic.
Let's talk about the real thing to talk about here. MJF is a star. Period.
Indeed.
And he is the reason to watch AEW right now. He by far is the best thing on television. He's even better than Roman right now.
To even sell, to take the hit to the head. It was a hell of a chair shot too to knock him out.
It was.
And they were calling him in one of the live channels. They were saying he was a starfish because he was laying spread out.
It was
he looked
perfect.
like a starfish.
My only thing I want to point out on this match is the only thing I may have changed is I wouldn't have had a second referee come down. I would have had Wardlow drag MJF over and lift his hand up for the 1, 2, 3.
Amen.
But that's my only thing.
That's a good one. I love that shout.
CJ is a guy that's been in the ring with Wardlow. Is MJF making him look good? Is Wardlow making MJF look good? Or is Wardlow that good?
It's a combination of them making each other look good.
Okay.
It's not one or the other. Wardlow is that good, I promise you that. But them working together how they are is benefiting both of them for sure.
It's been a fabulous story.
Could you have seen this coming?
Yes, I can't.
Okay.
I definitely could.
And Wardlow now versus MJF this Sunday, one of many matches. There's 11 on the docket. Now, we had a little face-to-face with these two before. One more time here tonight, just talking about the match. So Hangman versus Punk for the title this Sunday. Then we had Moxley and Kingston take on Private Party, Jericho and Regal. And I'm wondering if Regal had his toothbrush up his ass while he was doing it. Apparently, that's one of his fetishes. He likes sticking toothbrushes up his ass.
Yeah,
I always wondered it was a great comeback, but then it's like, wait a minute, he likes to stick toothbrushes up his ass, huh? Interesting.
To each his own.
So the story after this match, obviously, was Eddie Kingston and Moxley picking up the win, and then Jericho's boys, Regal's boys, a brawl, getting ready for the Anarchy in the Arena this Sunday.
Good setup.
Yeah,
Good setup.
But this is what the headline is on this one. I wanted to try to get people interested in it. Now, it wasn't a full invasion. It wasn't something crazy. It was not the outsiders coming in. There was no Sasha and Naomi showing up or some crazy shit. It was Jeff Cobb, Great O'Khan interrupting the Roppongi Vice versus the FTR tag match. A little bit of a tease for Forbidden Door, and I thought it was pretty clever, unexpected.
I'm all about Jeff Cobb. Let's put that
Agreed.
out.
Yes,
and also my only gripe with this one is Trent may have jumped a tad bit early going through that table.
And now, Jeff Cobb is Matanzo back in the day, and everything he's done. He's actually been in AEW before, so it's not a brand new thing. He was brought in by Jericho to fight Moxley back in the day, so nothing new. But this starts hopefully some more stories behind the matches we get. Maybe Okada Danielson, Kenta Punk for this Forbidden Door. I'm hoping that they at least have 4 or 5 matches that are matches that you never thought would happen. Otherwise, it's not going to be really that great, but I think they have to. This match
was my favorite match of the night.
Prepping for this tag. If this tag team match is anything like this 3-way, it's going to be a great tag. I mean, you got 3 more in the mix, but for the tag titles,
Spot fest. But it was good. It was good.
Ricky Starks is a star. I think he's going to be big time if he keeps going. Swerve is showing he could have been used a lot better. He's got what it takes. Jungle Boy won half of the tag team champions. He's getting a little bigger too. I like to see that.
I wasn't sold on Swerve at first, but I'm starting to come around on him.
Yeah, he's growing on me too. I didn't really like the whole Hit Row stuff and all the old stuff, but I think of him as Killshot back in the day as well. I mean, the things they're doing with these 3 was phenomenal. Made me want to see the tag match even more. I wasn't really hyped about the tag match until I saw this.
Yeah.
Agreed. So great match between these 3, showcasing some of the younger up-and-coming stars. Quick interview by Thunder Rosa. I wish she would fight with the title more, get her in some tag matches or something.
Agreed.
She's been the champ for a while, and all she's doing in interviews, so I have
a feeling it's going to Serena Deeb.
Deeb and her are I mean, I'd like to see her and Deeb go back and forth on an interview. They're both great on the mic. Why? I mean, I love Rosa too, but
so do I. She's such a sweetheart.
Great on the mic. We got to see a good little promo admitting that they are way past their prime, but they called Young Bucks the Hardy Cause players and stuff, and I think pretty decent promo.
This will be a really good dream match, even though it's already happened.
Yeah, dream match that's already happened, but one now that, on, like they said, Jeff and Matt even said, their last run. So, nostalgia purposes, too, it's going to be very interesting to see that. And it was a decent promo from these two. And, I mean, I know Jeff's hurting, Matt's hurting. They're not doing as well as they used to, but I'm guaranteed they're going to give all they got this Sunday. Britt and Tony, what'd you think of this match, CJ? There's mixed emotions out there.
I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was decent. I'll put it that way. It was.
I expected a little more because I love both of these performers. Two of my favorite fighters.
They're both amazing at what they do. So
now Britt getting the win, going to the finals. She's going to face one of the 2 I'll show here in the next one. But Toni Storm got a little busted nose as well.
Yeah. And the little Jamie Hayter stuff at the tail end of this to help Britt with the win.
Yeah, and then we'll talk later on tonight about the finals. But it will be Ruby and Chris on Friday to find out who she will fight.
I'm hoping Statlander.
I am too, but I'm kind of thinking it's Ruby. A lot of people talking about Cole and Britt winning both. Two heels winning the Owen Hart. I don't know.
I'm okay with that.
I don't know. I can see where they can go with that, but both of those can also take the loss and still continue their role as well.
I'm big on Statlander. And nothing against Ruby.
I love Chris too. I don't think they're gonna. I love Chris Statler more than Ruby, just like you're saying, but I don't think they're gonna do Chris for this reason. I think they already had plans, but since Chris was put into this tournament, I think Ruby still goes over. But we'll see. Who knows? It's good. Hopefully, it's gonna be a good fight. Throughout the rest of the show here, we have Samoa Joe and Kyle O'Reilly. I enjoyed this one.
I did too. I enjoyed the working of the body parts and whatnot and the storytelling.
Exactly. It was working on certain there was so many psychology of wrestling in this one.
I'm big on that,
Now, answer me this. When you fight someone, there's Shifty in the house. When you fight someone that you've already fought, do you kind of revisit a lot of things you did before? Do you tend to kind of rework? Hey, we've already done this and that.
You can. I would, as long as it makes sense, to tell that story. But I think the big story they were telling was about Samoa Joe's arm from the attack with Satnam Singh and Lethal and Sanjay Dutt.
I hate the steel pipe thing because it looks like PVC all the time when they use it. Yeah. You can tell when someone's carrying a really heavy pipe, but I dig it. I love the philosophy behind it. The reason I mention that is I think Britt and Tony haven't really worked together a lot. That might have been.
I don't think they have.
That might have been part of why they didn't look like they worked as well together. These two,
I don't think it looked like they didn't work well together. I just think that
it could have been better.
We expected. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
So no, but it was good.
And then Joe and Riley now sets up Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole tonight.
Which has never happened.
Saturday.
Which is surprising.
And I think, I would have thought that would have happened too.
Yeah,
they never crossed paths.
It's the first time, and it's a clash of styles. So it'll be interesting.
Someone joked we're getting a lot of NXT matches that we may have already gotten or didn't get.
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
Me too.
I think the difference in their styles will make for a really good match, especially with those two.
Yep. So that will be what's going down. We will be live later on tonight. It was a decent. There's a lot of mixed emotions about. They call it a go home show, even though there's a Friday show.
For a 3-year anniversary, I think the complaints from people are going to be because they actually did what they were supposed to and built up for the pay-per-view. Instead of just putting on a spot show per se.
Super notch. It did. It reminded me of some of those old go home shows that goes,
that's what it should be.
I thought Double or Nothing would be a good show. Now I'm even more interested in it because of what down.
Punk and Hangman Page is a prime example. That promo probably got some people that may not have been invested in it wanting to see it this Sunday.
Yeah, amen. Monstar hit it right. Redo with some of the stuff that worked before. Keep the great storytelling.
Absolutely.
And that's what it was. I'm hoping we get a lot more great stories this Sunday for
the
pay-per-view and then going forward. I miss go-home shows like this, man. It got me really hyped. I can't wait for tonight. We're going to talk about each match tonight. So guys and gals out there, make sure you share this out. 9 p.m. Eastern, we will be back for the WrestleSense Podcast. We're going to talk about all the reviews, the 3 reviews I've done, SmackDown, Raw, and this AEW really quick. We're going to talk about our 2 cents, 2 big names that are in the news right now, and then we'll break down all the matches. 11 on the card for this Sunday night. It's going to be crazy.
It's a midnighter.
Yep, it's going to be a long one. We'll be live at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday for the watch along. Everyone's invited to join. I'll be dropping that links around. And tonight, WrestleSense, 9 p.m. Eastern. Set your clocks. Get ready, folks. We'll be coming at you
from the side.
You know this. Peace.
Later.